Success, a word we hear every day, but never fully agree on. For some people, it is wealth and recognition. For others, it is love, health, and simply the ability to wake up with peace of mind. Sometimes success is about being seen by the world. Sometimes it is about being true to yourself when no one else is watching. Today we ask, what does success really mean? Can one division fit all, or is it different for each of us? Does success change as we grow, fail, and try again? Or it is always personal, like a secret map only we can read. With me are three amazing voices, each with their own journeys. Pati Srisuwan, and also Shugyla Sagynbekova, from English Comedy KZ, and me, Michael Swetly, and this is Kazi Chaos on Life. Let's explore the many phases of success. So
Yes.
the first topic is the first picture of success, ideas, childhood with adulthood visions. That image test. So when you hear success, what type of image you can comes to your mind first? Maybe it's a business success or your personal success. What type?
Sugar, you want to go first?
Yeah, well, probably, yeah. Thank you so much. I believe that success is somehow is a privilege. Um, because it's okay to be like well-being and maybe not like successful. Doesn't matter your point of view or someone's point of view. But why I'm naming it as a privilege? Because, for example, if you have some like health issues, right? Just I'm when I was a kid, I had many like health conditions and diseases.
Oh,
And when you have some health issues, it's the success, like having success, being successful is not really that important, right? But when your like basic needs are fine, are completed, when you're healthy, and then I believe you can start doing some things, you can start pursuing some activities that can make you successful. So I believe it's like this. And also about this adulthood and childhood view of success, it's very common on the internet probably when we were kids, for example, thinking that when I will be 25-year-old, I don't know, I will have a serious job, right? I'll have a business, I will have a family. Because we thought like when we were like 5-10-year-old, we thought that 25 is so old. Like I'm 29-year-old now. No business. Okay, yes, business. No family. Yes, job. But does it make me less successful? Of course not, because my point of view changed. So yes, there is a thing.
Yeah, I agree with Sugar as well. Like, age can determine the word success. When you are younger, you feel like, certain things can be like, once you're popular in high school, that's your success, right? Or once you're like, you got your job, you got a boyfriend, that's your success, right? So it depends on the person. To me, anyway, is to get to do the thing I love and get paid for doing it. All my basic needs get to meet, but then I get to every day don't have to work in the job that I'm like I absolutely hate. I think we all experience that we are like waking up, have to do the job that we absolutely don't want to do, and it feel like a chore. But every day waking up, get to do the thing that you're passionate about, and excited about, and then you get to, you have that fire in your belly. I think that's a success for me anyway. Get to wake up and then get to do the things that I feel like, whoa, this is like I passionate about, and today is gonna be a happy day. Get to do the things I love, and get paid to do it. So that's always a great thing. Yeah.
Great.
Michael, what do you think yours?
So as a kid, I thought success was a trophy, a medal, something shiny. Now, when I think of success, I imagine silence and free time, freedom to choose what to do. The change alone shows how personal this word is. But also, I remember that in the past, before adulthood, I always thought that the real success when you have a big company, a lot of money, and you can travel around the world 24/7 and be happy with different people and do what you do without any problems, and something like popular actors in the movies that can go somewhere as a VIP tickets without any problems and be happy every day. I remember this. Yeah, but now, I think success mostly is opportunity to have time, free time, almost maybe from 3 to 6 hours in a day, only for yourself, only for your personal, and do what you do. For example, if you want to go to the restaurant, okay, you can go. You have money, okay, go. Or maybe you want to go and walk to embankment, maybe next to river, okay, go with your friends, okay, great. Maybe you want to go to the USA and just to Burning Man, okay, if you want, you can go. So I think this is success right now. For me, yeah. Maybe
That's true.
it sounds
I like it.
sad, maybe no, but I think it's true.
Yeah, people often take advantage of the word freedom. Freedom can be a great success. Also, the freedom to do what you like, the freedom that we can just wake up and get to do our hobbies, or get to do the work that we love to do. I feel like that's also it. People often look over the freedom, and they look over the right that they have to get to do things, because some people don't have the right to do things. They don't get to choose what they get to do things. They have to do it, and that's, to me, is a huge thing. And it can be a small success in a day that make your whole day, and they make your whole week, and that's I don't know. I just want to add my 2 cents.
I'd like to add in here, actually, Patty, you mentioned about like, you especially highlighted about going on a job that you don't like. So today, it's my last day at the job that I didn't like. So you're just like, you just were in Target. So I worked at this, it was a bank. I worked there as public relations manager like for a couple of weeks. And I understood that it's mismatch. And I'm so happy yesterday in the evening, we had a conversation with my boss, and she was like, seems like it's mismatch. And I'm like, oh yeah, let me quit. And she's like, yeah, go. And today is my last day. So I was like, oh my God. And I mean, like, again, right? Like maybe for some people, it might be like as absolute, I don't know, like a lose that I'm quitting quite prospective and ambitious job. But on the other hand, I have my business running. It's first. And second of all, for me, it's success because I'm not forced to do the thing that I don't like. So, yeah. So Thank you so
Great.
much.
Congratulations, Sugar.
Thank you.
That's good. Yeah. It's a step. It's a hard step. Believe it or not, it's such a hard step to take to quit something that you feel like, oh, that's stability. That's where you get the money to do things that you actually want to. If people don't want to jump, it's hard to make that jump that you just did. So it's really a big congratulations to you to get to do that. Yeah, absolutely. I have a
Thank you.
similar experience that I work in a job. It's like it's a rock climbing company, and well, at first it was great, but then afterward I realized it's totally not who I am. It's totally not me, and now I started a YouTube channel and TikTok channel for tarot card reading, which is I make films as well, but that's tarot card reading. I just thought it's for fun, right? It's for something that I love to do, and it's just kind of fun thing. Some people might think I'm evil, but I'm not. But the thing is, I receive so many fan mails, or like so many people follow me, and I have like over 200,000 people watch my videos now, and it's been like insane, and it became my full-time job. That much. I was in a high position as a CMO, so Chief Marketing Officer, but now my pay doing what I love to do is much more than that job. So it's pretty, I just want to give a shout out there for the people who feel trapped in their job or in their life to make that jump, to actually, yeah, because life is still go on, and you can accomplish what you want, you set your mind to do, for sure.
Oh, thank you. That's really was so insightful to hear, actually. Thank you.
Okay.
No problem.
The next topic is social pressure and expectations. As we know, standard milestones is money, job, marriage, house, in humanity. Yeah, and have you ever felt you were chasing success just to safety someone else? It's a strange question, but maybe.
No, not strange at all. I actually love that question a lot, because I'm Asian, and I grew up in Thailand, and my parents, well, I'm half anyway, I'm half Indian, which of course is full of like pressure. You have to go to medical school or something. My mom's like obsessed about me going to medical school, and I absolutely hate it. So it's like, if I did go to medical school, I feel like is not who I am, and I'm not gonna let the social pressure or like parent pressure, expectation, or people of the world tell me what to do. I'm that kind of stubborn mind, to be honest. I'm a little bit stubborn, and I just realized after what I did recently with like resigning my job, and then get to do what I get to do every day, and feels so fulfilling, and it's just so amazing. Like, I really encourage anyone who's like listening to this to find your passion, find your muse, your zone, to yeah, and actually make the jump, and don't listen to what people have to say. We all gonna die one day. No, nobody gonna remember. We all don't remember what we did, like, 30 years ago, like 20 years ago or something. So just, you only live once. Just go ahead and make it happen. Yeah, Sugar, what do you think?
Oh, this is absolutely amazing. I mean, when you started at your Asian, and actually social pressure, especially from parents, like, I'm Central Asian. It's all the same, So it's a social pressure equals upbringing. I could say that, like, from your parents. But here is a very interesting thing, is that I actually wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to go to medical school, but I didn't have enough points at final exams that's why I had to take some like cheaper, because medical school is also very expensive if it's not a scholarship. But it was like about 11 years ago when I was graduated from school and all stuff like that. Well, now I feel quite fulfilled because I'm a professional as well. I work in public relations. I do English stand-up comedy here in Kazakhstan, and it's
Nice.
going really well. So that's why, people, they keep pressuring. Even now in stand-up comedy, yeah, many people, especially male comedians, who say to me, who see that I'm quite successful at English comedy, they're like, "You're not a comedian because you haven't done this, this, and this." And I'm like, okay, I'm not a comedian in your point of view, but there are like about 50 and 60 people who pay for my show, who visit the open mic that I organize, who trust their time and money and spend it and then go back. So, but if you believe that I'm not comedian, okay, because I understood this very thing, about social pressure. And unfortunately, probably it took a long time, but it's something that I learned. Those who are doing way better than you, they will not be pressuring or criticizing you. They will try to lift you up if you ask them for a help or a question. But those who wish to do like you, right? In the field, especially where you're experiencing, who probably have less experience, and those who don't have like positive mindset, they will try to take you down. Those who will critique you when you didn't ask for it, when you didn't ask for feedback, they have nothing. You better do not listen to them because you will not learn anything from them. That's what I understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They absolutely talk behind you because you are ahead of them, right? Yeah.
So I remember that my parents always told me, you have to go to aviation college and be programmer or somewhere else from this sphere, because I'm not Central Asian. Sugar.
Right.
Yeah, in my region, we hadn't so much pressure by society or by our parents. We had pressure only in school time when we finish school and we need to go to exam. And after this, we need to make decision where we want to go and what type of way we can choose for our future. Yeah, we have pressure, but other life, no. It's your deal. It's not our deal. Go. Something like that.
That's nice.
You
That's
want
nice.
to go to Moscow? Okay, go. You want to go to China? Okay, go. Not our deal. It's your future. Goodbye. in our region, unfortunately, like this, maybe it's great, maybe not, but we have this. Yeah, and I feel sometimes society give us something like a script, like study, work, marry, buy, but following it doesn't guarantee happiness. Because maybe a real success is writing your own script in your life, and you go and it can be, for example, you start from medicine and you can finish, for example, in directing movies. so big jump, yeah, and yeah, we can see something like this change in our lives. Okay. What about social media scoreboard ideas? Because everybody has followers, likes, influence, success, for example. And what you can answer if I ask you, do likes and followers count as success, or as illusions? Have you ever felt envy comparing yourself online? As you know, Patty, I'm always prepared with questions.
Yeah, I know. Michael's always have good questions. Well, I think when we are younger, when you're younger, I think it's very. I have to tell the truth. Like we have perception of like successful people with the flashy cars, and in the world of social media, we saw people with Bugatti, and what I mean. I like flashy life, but I feel more and more like now that I'm older, I feel like social media is all about people. Well, my social media have lots of followers. Well, so I feel like it's a perception, it's a version of you that you created, it's a character of you, people that people created. So I found a lot of people doesn't even have the Porsche, doesn't have their Bugatti, but then they go and follow their friends. And I know that there is a thing in Russia that there is a plane that you can rent it out to go and do the photo shoot. And a lot of people will go and do the photo shoot like I have a private jet or I went on a private jet. So to me, I feel like the more and more of that came out, I feel like, whoa, so that's not even real. I don't want the younger generation to think that that is the perception of success, because success is, for me, is to get to do the things you want, to live the life you love with the people that you love, and surround yourself with the good energy, with good people that uplifting you every day. And they talk about your growth and your success, and it's uplifting you on a day that you kind of feel down. So to me, those stuff when on social media, maybe I can get a little bit jealous when I was younger. I'm not using the word jealous, but I kind of feel like I want to be that. I want to have that. That's more like it. But now that I'm older, I feel like, wow, there's a lot of fake information out there. You only see one picture out of the whole bit of the things. In front of the picture, you're like smiling. No one grumpy and take pictures, right? So you're like, it seemed like that person have a great life, but what's behind that picture? So more and more, I don't feel like I'm jealous of those kind of stuff. I feel like, yeah, sure. If I see some success and like see my friends or people around me and actually receive great success, I really, really am happy for them, actually. Yeah. What do you think, Sugar?
Oh, one moment, I'm crossing the street.
Right?
Yeah. So I decided just because of our podcast, I decided to take a walk to my job. Like it's the last day, but anyway, I need to show up and sign the resign letter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, social media. The funniest part, because I was very curious what you will say, Patty, because you now social media is your full-time job, right? So I was happy to hear that you mostly contribute in what content you were giving, right? And not making some illusion. I will say that I was the one who never took social media seriously. Of course I had this Instagram account and stuff like that. And I always had, it was also funny. Many of my friends, they had Instagram accounts and then, just friends following each other. When I started my Instagram account, it was someone started following me, but I didn't know these people, so I never followed them back. Because, if I don't know them, why should why should I follow them? If they're not interested. So I didn't pay that much attention to this. And I remember it was about 10 years ago when my friends were like, you're actually getting popular. I didn't have thousands of subscribers, but just, there's a difference of 100 and 200 people. And I was like, oh, really? Oh, I don't care. Now I have, also it's, overall it's about 6,000 or 7,000 people subscribing me in different social platforms. But I'm not really taking it into that. social media to me is a tool that can help you to earn money, to promote what you do so you can earn money, to, like, scale up your activity. I could say this. Because thanks to social media, you can reach out those people whom you don't know, who never knew you. And that's amazing too at this point. But in general, I don't know. But it's also like quite funny because I work in public relations and I also work in marketing. And it's like my job to impact the people, to impact the people's decisions so they buy something, right? But I never took them seriously, like, to influence my decisions. So that's so hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I see what you're saying. It's so funny that you, Sugar, and I work in marketing. Like, we have a marketing background, which is kind of amazing. And we know how much, like, we have to do PR and create the look, the feeling to convey that type of, that feeling to our clients or the audience. So we can see it from the behind the camera, I guess. So we can see how much work and manipulative they have to do to make
the triggers, so people, it will catch you emotionally. Yeah, I mean, and now I see it and I'm like, oh my, can you just give me facts? Like, can you just give me facts, please? It's so hilarious.
Yeah,
I don't know how is it in Thailand, for example, but as I noticed here in Kazakhstan, not only in Kazakhstan, social media is not only like a way to earn money or take your audition. No, also it's like little family, because here is a big problem that a lot of introverts.
A lot of what?
Introverts. Who can be in society, and therefore when you post any posts or stories in your Instagram, you say in your mind, you just, okay, if I post this post, how people will think about me? Am I cool or not? Oh God, maybe they don't like it. Maybe, oh, I got only 100 instead 1,000 viewers on the last reels. So maybe people don't like me or something like this. So as I noticed, it's also important here in post-Soviet regions, besides business points, and also social media just makes success look like a competition right now. But if we measure of our life by likes, maybe we lose the private meaning of success, unfortunately. Yeah, so the next topic is
Mikhail, do you know what I would like to say? You actually highlighted, it's very important that it's because of the insecurity. The insecurity that people have, they feel that they need to, like, impress someone on social media.
Yeah. Totally.
I totally recommend them to work a little bit on marketing and PR to understand what's behind. So you will never take those, like, all those triggers and less likes and whatever so serious. It's the first thing. And also, I do remember this thing is that, for example, you posted a photo and it had like 20 likes, right? Come on, if 20 people come up to you and say, hey, I loved your picture, I loved your style, you will be the happiest person in the world. So,
very true.
Come on, like, it's okay.
It's not only one like, it's 20.
Yes, it's 20, even if it's 2 likes. I mean, you, especially Mikhail, you're a man. Men get way less compliments than women do. Like, we women compliment each other, right? And if you tell a man a compliment once in their life, they will remember it till the grave, you know? So imagine 20 people saying it to you at one time. So it's really impressive, I believe so. We just lost this ability probably to imagine not only about imaginary like people, but to think about real ones.
Okay,
That's really cool.
okay. The next topic is cultural divisions of success ideas. For example, East with West, collective with individual. Have you seen cultural difference in how success is measured, and which culture's division feels closer to you? Because traveling, for example, traveling made me a success definitely. Because in some places it's about community, in others it's about individual achievement. Both matter, but in different ways. And therefore, I ask you.
Yeah, I will go first because I live half of my life in North America, in Canada and US, and then I was born and raised in like Asia, and now I'm in Asia. So totally see. I appreciate the question, and I totally see the two different perspective, like perspective about how people view things in Asia. Like coming back from North America, living there for a long time since I was young, I feel like, oh my God, everyone is all about like money. Everyone's like, money is number one. Like, you have to get a higher position, you have to get a top position, and you have to get a big car and all this, nice stuff. I didn't mean like in North America doesn't have that. I'm sure like in North America they have lots of toys too. People have a boat, people have a quad and RV and a whole bunch of other things and stuff to show off to people, and they have like house party and different thing. But I found North Americans kind of I think it's just two different way of looking at things. They don't crazy about like working as much as maybe the way the culture work. But in Thailand and in Asia, in China, they all like, you have to be number one. Money is like, yeah, because everyone thinks that everything you have to pay to get all that treatment, all the products and all this stuff. So yeah, I feel like in Asia, number one priority is money, which I don't really agree with 100% and entirely. I mean, I understand that we all need money, but it's not everything to me anyway. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think.
Oh, actually, it's very also a good point. Last year, I've been to US for like about a month. So I also had this chance to check, like what's here and what's like in the US. And I totally agree with you that money is like a plays such a huge role. But probably in post-Soviet countries like in Central Asia, it's people like don't say it out loud. I could say they hesitate to say it yet, but on the other hand, it is very important. Also, money, and also about probably prestige, like being prestigious, like working at some like good place, ranking people, ranking like jobs, ranking activities,
position.
Yeah, positions. So comparing it to each other. That's also a big deal here in Central Asia. And it's also, you're just like, okay, well, that's your point of view. And my point of view is also different. What I understood in the US, I had probably it was an exchange program. So I had my mentorship at AWS. And I lived very like joyful life, I could say, because I didn't have to earn money in the US. So I had some paycheck, and I enjoyed my every morning taking a coffee, like, I don't know, a cinnamon roll, and doing things not in a hurry. And I saw how people also like living their lives, doing their jobs, and so on. And it actually made me realize many things but on the other hand, I understood how like lucky I am. And I mean, when I like returned to my home, I started appreciating here like more, because of course, yeah, it's all like money and positioning and ranking, it's all going on. But I don't know. There are also many good moments that I can really appreciate, because also probably because, you know, I didn't spend like a year, I spent only about a month. I didn't have a time to feel like home in the US. I always felt like a guest. And that's probably why I was like, okay, yeah, we're like all people are here like running, rushing for the money and all this stuff, but it's home. So yes, that was a difference.
Yeah, I feel like position for me is such a joke now. I don't know. It's I have to say, like, you know, like, because I feel like because I used to have I have that mindset that I have to have this high up position. Like, hey, I'm like this Asian woman, I have to get to the top and stuff. But then I realized now that is more like a carrot in front of a horse or a donkey, and said, you're going to get this, go walk another 5 kilos and you're going to get this carrot. And then it's like you know, is a tools to make you feel like, hey, you have to work harder and keep going. But what I realize is like, other thing is also very important. Time with your family is very important. It never can come back. Your health is super important. It's not your position, because the second, let's say, if you sick or you quit the job, tomorrow the HR of the company will go out and hires the new person right away. But your health can never come back. You know, you work so hard, you lack of sleep, for what? For that carrot that you think it was so great, and your mood. I was so grumpy working in one position that I'm like, I was high up and I feel like, oh my god, this is not me anymore. The part that I said is not me anymore, that's when it is not about the job that doesn't fit me and me doesn't fit the job. Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't fit too, but I feel like I'm not the happy Patty that I want to see. I'm not Patty that I want to see being walking in this world. So I'm like, that's not me. I wanted to be in a position where I'm like, my health is taken care of. I have my free time. Like Michael said, you know, you have the freedom and free time to do things you want. So I want that. It's not like every 5 minutes I got these emails, and like, I was in a movie theater and I feel like I didn't watch anything in that movie, in that the whole movie. I was just texting my coworkers about stuff. That's not life for me. I'm like, no. Yeah. So that's, to me, is not a success.
It's definitely not a success. I totally agree. Also, I just like to add the point that for the last 5 years, I mostly was working like in startup field. And only this year, first I worked a telecom company, then this like bank, they recruited me to work in bank. And I actually understood how it's different, you know? For probably majority of people, working in bank is way more successful than working in startup or with startup. Me, on the other hand, I understood, oh no, startups are so cool and fun, especially if they have investment or when they have like generated revenue, when they earn money, right? But the way how startup founders, like I was working as also public relations manager or lead. Oh, sorry. And the way how startup founders, in my case, treat the people, you know, it's quite equal there. They hire you not just because to micromanage you or something, but they trust you, trust the process. So I understood how lucky I was working and also like good stuff, because it also depends on people, right? But I'm probably like, I will go back again to work with startups, consulting them now. And I mean, again, for probably majority of people, it's like less successful because in Kazakhstan, many people don't know what startup means, right? But it's also quite like developing industry on the other hand. And for me, it's a success when I can come to my chef, joke with them, and then tell them how process is going, to share my point of view, how we should be working on this process, and then like just go and do it. So yeah, here it is. What do you think, Mikhail?
So I think I'm absolutely agree with you, and I can additionally say that we don't need to forget about our previous senses and goals, what we start to reach. Because if we decide that we want to be success through this case, okay, but a lot of times we have a lot of variance examples that people reach this goal and forget about it and go through another way and go there and there. So before the next topic, I want to say very interesting. Sugar right now next to the highest skyscraper in Central Asia. This is Abu Dhabi Plaza.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, really? That's amazing.
The highest building in Central Asia, in Astana.
Actually, that's why I also understood after coming back from the US, I understood this meaning of phrase stone jungle. Like when there are many big high buildings, and you really feel like a jungle, and it's so freaking cold because sun cannot go. So now I'm enjoying this because I feel the sun, I see the sky, I see the trees. I'm like, yeah, that's so cool.
That's amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing. So while you're walking, I get to see all the scenery also. I'm like, oh, this is like taking me traveling.
Yeah, I remember Patty asked me, oh, okay, maybe I need to go to Astana and see this beautiful city. Oh, is it okay or not? I just say, I don't know how to explain you, but today Sugar just represents the city through the video.
Yeah,
Okay.
she did it all.
Yeah. The next topic is one of the latest topics for this episode. Success with happiness. Are the same or different? So, do you think happiness and success are the same things? Or also, which one would you choose if you could only have one? For example, money, maybe respect, maybe as popularity, maybe it's something like education or something else. Because once upon a time I asked my friend, what is your natural success? And he said me, ride horses. Just say, I think the real success is riding horses, because if you don't ride horses and you can't, okay, it's not your success and you really accessible. Yeah, I mean, not only really big dreams we have or big success in our lives. It also could be a little dreams, little ways, and maybe not so high level or a high visionable success. Okay, so Patty, what do you think?
I think success bring happiness for me. Success bring happiness, but success can be as small or as big as you want it to be. For example, I so want a cup of coffee right now, and if I got it, that's a success part of me. You know what I mean? Or if it's like I I always like wake up late, and today, you know what? I set my mind to wake up early, to be like this early bird, and I'm on my task. And if I get to do that, hey, that's a success already. And I should be happy about, you know, the effort that I put in. So to me, I feel like every little success can be as small as big. For example, if you an athlete, and you practice and you work so hard for years and years, and then you finally got your dream come true. You get to show your talents, and you got, let's say, gold medalist, silver, whatever you are. It's a success that should bring that happiness and show how much you try. It's the same thing as like show how much I try. Like I try to wake up early and become that early bird person. And let's say I go exercise. And I set my mind for that, and I get to do that. Hey, you know what? I just did my hour and a half exercise routine. I should be so happy about it. I think success can be as big or as small as you wish, but if it's as long as it brings you happiness, you know what? That's a success in the day. Yeah.
Sugar?
Well, your question was like what to choose, like one thing, or like what is success? Because you started with
The first one, it's a two parts of questions. The first one is, do you think happiness and success are the same thing? And the next one is, which one would you choose if you could only have one?
No, I see. Well, I actually, Patty, I like your point of view because I never thought about like the small steps, of success. But it also, actually, if you do some small steps and you succeed in it, you are motivated to do like further, right? And to keep going. So, I like, I said that I don't like these questions when you have to choose something one, because we're not the robots. We're human beings. We're complex, and we cannot be satisfied only with one thing. Because I just remembered, it was like a couple of years ago. I don't know. Maybe it was because of my period. We women, like all these hormonal cycles, we have it. Who knows? But it was just a random day. Probably it was like one of PMS symptoms. But I absolutely had no like joy like feelings, because I'm very excited about life. Every day, like, I don't know, I, for example, make a coffee, do my breakfast, eat it, and I enjoy it, and I think about what will I have for lunch, like what will I do. So I'm quite excited. Like I love like living this and hot, like energetic. But it was just a day that I remember till this day when I had no feelings, no emotions. And I was so scared because at first I thought that it's going to be for a long time, but then I understood probably it was just some kind of like hormonal jump. And it was like the happiness was taken from me, like Dementors do in Harry Potter. Yeah, they take all your like joyful moments. It was just a day, but I still remember it. So that's why I probably refuse to answer this question, because we're human, we're complex. We are designed to feel all this, not only happiness, but sadness also. And if you take it from us, if we choose to feel only something one, we will not be probably human anymore.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I hope you don't feel that like that day anymore. Yeah.
No, it was only once, and I remembered it so well. Now, like, I don't wanna go back to this. But thanks God, I also regulated all my hormonal things, so everything is fine.
Right.
Okay,
Awesome.
so I think we can finish this question because Sugar already came to her work. Yeah, she was ready nearly. Yeah. Okay, so today we discovered that success isn't one word. It's many. For some, it's money, status, recognition. For others, it's balance, health, freedom, or love. We learn that failures teach us, cultures shape us, and personal definition matter most of all. Maybe the truth is simple. Success isn't universal. It is personal. It's changed with the time, with mistakes, with growth, and that is what makes beautiful. So thank you, Patty Srisuwan and Shugyla Sagynbekova, for sharing your journeys, and thank you, listeners, for joining us. This was Kazi Chaos, where even one word can hold 1,000 lives. Thank you.